Hello, hello, hello. We Finns are known for being punctual. So now I hope that you can see me and you can hear me. Those who don't know about LinkedIn Live, there is about a 30-second delay, which means that if you write something in the chat, I will see it, but there will be a slight delay before I can see it. I hope that you're all having a great day. I hope that you guys who are joining me from east part of me have had a great day. If you're far away east, like all the way in Australia, I hope that you have had a good morning there. Joining to the west of me, then I hope your day is going great and that you've had a productive one. And for all you guys over in America, I think I have at least a few of you guys there. Hi and good morning. I hope your morning coffee is great. So I'm very glad that you joined me here, where I tell you how I have managed to build some services, some products, some apps with a no coding experience. Let's see if I can get this one working. Yes, hello there. Now we have a presentation also showing. So let's kick things off here. And as I said, I hope that you guys can see and hear me because I can't see or hear you guys. So if you put a thumbs up in the comment, then I'll see if you are seeing and hearing me. Great. So let's kick things off. This will take around 35 minutes. That's what it took when I did the Finnish part. And then we have time for Q&A. So if you have any questions, write them down, write them in the chat, and I can get back to them later. You who are sitting on the other side of that screen, I hope that you are not a tech person, or otherwise this might be very boring for you. So if you're like me, you have no experience in coding, you're not a developer or anything like that, but you have a yearning desire to build something and to maybe get something on the road, and you have no technical expertise, this is for you. You are in the right place. Don't click leave yet. And if you want to have some ownership of your product, if you feel strongly about, you want to have a bit of control and you don't maybe have a lot of funding coming your way, you just want to dabble around and see if this is your thing. That's how I got started. You're also in the right place. Welcome. What you will take away from here today is I'm going to prove to you that you can build apps with absolutely no coding skills. I will also present to you a method that I have been using to build these apps, and I will also give you the next steps. And if you are curious enough, please stay till the end because there's going to be a bit of surprise at the end. So, who am I? Some of you I've met, some of you I've never met, and I hope to meet more of you guys whenever that's possible. My name is Tove Zilliacus. I'm a Swedish-speaking Finn living here in Helsinki, Finland. I am a B2B sales professional, you might say. I've spent over half the time on earth doing B2B sales. So started way back when and still doing it. I've been working in SaaS in the financial sector and also in the IT sector. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn if you haven't done so yet. What is my motivation for doing this? I'm kind of a idea, like I have a lot of ideas going on in my head and I'm thinking like, could this be good? Could this be good? And whenever I stumble upon something that annoys me really much, I'll go like, why hasn't somebody already solved this? Why hasn't somebody built a product around this? And I also love working with my hands. So physically also, I have built stuff for my home here. And I love painting and stuff like that. Almost anything with my hands except gardening. I really don't like gardening, which is a bit of a bummer since we have a garden. But luckily my husband is keen on doing that part. But no, that's not for me. This is my pension plan. So I'm, of course, hoping to get something like something will take off. Some of these, my apps that you're going to see in a minute, will take off and help a bit contribute to my pension plan. So that's basically it. And again, coding experience, absolutely zero. However, I do know a bit about the tech world, but I'm really not, I know general stuff, but I don't know any details or anything like that. So that's where we are. So from moving on, what have I built? Now, as I said to you, I always stumbled upon like some issue or problem, and then I thought that there's got to be a better way. So let's start with the only B2B solution that I have built, and that's actually a CRM. Having worked so long in sales, I've realized that many CRMs have a fantastic features, but their pricing is really bad when it comes to solopreneurs or small teams. Like you have like you and your buddy, you want to start a company and you need something. So I thought, well, why can't I build a CRM that has most of all the fun, nice features that these big names have, but they're priced very neatly because I don't have a big organization. I don't have like 1,000 SDRs calling people, trying to sell them stuff. It's just me and my coding. Okay, this is except for the solopreneur or the really small team. It has limited possibility of doing like what teams usually need to do when different levels and all that. So basically it's like everybody sees everything. I need testers. If you have an organization, if you are a solopreneur, please sign up here. There is this thebellcrm.eu, and there is a form there. Please register because I need some more people to actually use and do stuff. I have today finalized a few features there. So when you go up to the end and if you decide to move forward, you're going to be able to see some of what the Bell can do because I built this around the Bell. Moving on. Now the next one, this came directly from my personal experience. So I have a family. I have 2 teenage sons. And we also do what we call weekly shopping. So I do it online, and then on by Wednesday evening tonight, the Wednesday evening, I have to finalize the shopping if I want it to be there in the boxes that I pick up next day. And these kids, you know, if you have kids, you know that they go like, yeah, so mom, we run out of milk, and then they run off or whatever. So it's like, okay, yeah, so what am I now, a mental shopping list or whatever? So, and then the milk wasn't there in the shopping next week. So I built something easy, a digital family control center hub. There are more features. You have shopping, you have a shared calendar, because for some reason, my youngest one can't access our family calendar. I don't know why. So like for important stuff, we have here calendars, and then this is wish list. This I love because come Christmas, and I have a big family. I have 3 siblings, and they have a lot of kids also. So it's like this girl wants, this is her wishes, these are his wishes, these are her wishes, and then everybody goes like, okay, so I'll take that one, and you give that one, and it's a whole mess. But with here, you have like you can invite your extended family. They can see what everybody has wished for, and then you can claim it. And the people who have wished for something will never see that it has been claimed. And you can also have their sizes and stuff like that, because my mother-in-law keeps calling me to ask about her son's sizes, even though, well, she has a son, my husband, who also should know the sizes of the kids. But yeah. Anyway, this is all up and running. So sign up. It's free for 2 people in the family. And if you want more and more of the fun features, then it's going to cost you a bit. Remember my pension plan. The next one was about traveling. So I was traveling again for work, and I realized that I had misplaced the confirmation email for restaurant booking. And I couldn't find it. Not whatever I did, I could not find it. So I went through my email account, nada. So I couldn't really prove that I actually had a reservation. So I know that there are some apps that do this, but I wanted to make this so easy as possible. So basically, you just share your confirmation email to a dedicated email that you get within the system here. And then it's all imported here in the timeline. So you can have your flights, your boat trips, your train trips, museum tickets, which are it's very affordable if you book them in advance. Restaurants and all that stuff, all in the timeline, nice and neat. And other features also. Again, free forever if you sign up as a tester, because I need testers here. Because we're talking about a lot of AI doing to parse that email to get that information. So please, testers needed. And then my newest one, this is my baby. So Fridge AI launched just a few weeks ago. My problem and many of you suffer from the same problem. What's for dinner? What am I going to cook today? You open the fridge and then you realize, it's going to be chicken parm again. And then everybody's going like, yay, it's very good. And you know how to cook. But it's the idea of figuring out what to cook. Then maybe you do some meal planning, you buy some exotic stuff on the weekend, and then it sits in your fridge, and 2 weeks later you go like, oh crap, I still haven't used this and I can't remember the recipe and I can't be bothered. Fridge AI is from fridge to table. The idea is you take a picture of your fridge or enter your stuff, what you have. If you stick on the commute and you don't have your fridge next to you, you just enter here stuff that you know that you have, and then it comes up with recipes for you. The more you use it, the smarter it becomes. This is all live, so please sign up and test it. Or you can test it actually without signing up, but then sign up, 10 days free. And then again, we have the pension plan. But that's it. These are the ones that I built. And I wish I had somebody tell me this when I started. Way back when. Perelo was my first one, actually. Because when I started working on the fridge, I already had I had done this many times already. So this was my 4th. So I knew that, okay, I want to do this methodologically, horrible word. And also so that I could duplicate this for the next app that I think of. So I started thinking that, okay, let's put together like if I would tell somebody how to do it. And then my dear friend Katarina told me, well, you should tell somebody how you did it. And then she encouraged me to do this webinar and what's to follow. So what I have been using are some of these tools that you keep hearing about. So just quickly run through. This is next. This is what makes everything pretty. That's what I understand. So this is my coding level experience. So Next.js. So it's what makes everything pretty there. JavaScript. Yeah. This is Cursor. Cursor is actually the lifting the heavy weight. Sure, you can use Lovable. There's no difference there. You can use it if you're more comfortable with that. And no, sorry, I was lying. This is Cursor. This is Vercel. So Vercel is the one that actually is publishing your things. This is Cursor, of course. This is Clerk. it's an authentication service. So basically, when you sign up, you have to have something that keeps that data. And then this is Supabase. So this is your back end. This is where everything lives. Yeah. And this is my best buddy and friend, Claude. So I haven't named him anything else. He's my best buddy and so forth. So he's Claude. I know that some people name their LLMs. You get part of the way with free plans, but I do suggest that you pick up a paid plan. The first tiers are usually around 20 euros. And I actually just received a link that you can get your first month for 50% off from Cursor. So if you want it, then you can have it from my link. So what are the keys to success here? So the key practices that I realized that I had to do was you have to first of all really understand what it is that you're trying to build. How is it going to be structured? How is data going to be connected to another data? And what's the point of everything? Now remember, you do not have to do this alone, because your best buddy, your friend, your Claude, or ChatGPT, or Gemini, or whatever LLM you're using, that's going to be your basically your CTO. You're the CEO here with all the grand ideas, and Claude is going to be your CTO, kind of, or your head dever. But basically, keeping everything structured and having a lot of conversations before you even write a single code, then that's what's going to help you. You want to keep, I'll get back to it later. You want to keep a devlog, which is a log of everything you do. So everything is marked down. So if something happens, then you can always go back and say, hey, when did we do that? And why? When did we do that? And why did we do that? So everything is noted down. It's basically just a logbook of everything that you have built. And the decision making, you want to try and make like big high level decisions before you build anything, because you might end up going down a road and then realizing that shit, I need to do it in another way. And you can absolutely do it that way. I'm not saying that, but I built and launched the fridge with less than 4 weeks, whereas it took me a few months to build like Perello, which was the first one. So there's a difference there. And remember, stick to the end and you get the surprise as I promised. Now, other key practices is that you will learn how AI becomes your best friend. It's a great tool and you need to question everything, but you should consider it as your business partner, in the sense that I always start up with discussing, okay, so I think I need to do this and I don't really know how to do it, but this is what I want at the end. So do you understand what I'm talking about? And then it gives me answers, and then we discuss what is the best way. And usually Claude at least works like this. It usually gives me suggestions saying, do you want to do this? Or do you want to do that? Or even this third way? And then it gives its recommendation that I would recommend with the A, because this and that. And then I might go no, I don't want to do that. I actually want to do the hard way because I want to have it something. A second practice is what's called MD files. These are markdown files. So this, when I realized these ones, I went I could have done this so much easier the first time. So it's basically a recipe, if you think about it, of a certain whatever. So to have some markdown files about some processes that are going to be the same in your app whether or not you do it in this app or in 5 other apps. I'm going to explain a bit more just down the line. And then I'll call it like the holy trinity between you, your chosen LLM, my Claude, and then your builder, which if it's Cursor or Lovable or even Claude Code, haven't really dabbled into that part yet. So I'm paying for Cursor, and I'm happy to do that. So these are like the key practices. Now, of course, if you have the pension plan idea that I do, some of you might not. It's fine. You can build something just for the fun of it. My brother-in-law actually built a Wordle in Swedish for his friends and family. So it's fun. So we play that every morning. Yeah, but if you want to do it like you want the business and everything, then you have to have a legal entity. Now I realize, of course, that I only know about the legal, how you set up companies in Finland, but I know what you should be on the lookout for. In this way, you are protected behind your company. So for legal reasons and all that, it's a good idea to just get the company started. You have to have a domain set up. So you want to buy those domain names and make sure that your DNS records are matching so that your emails won't end up in spam. This is a very important step. And then, of course, you have to have an email infrastructure so that it's automatic. Whatever company customers contact you or whatever, that everything is automatic and it goes nicely to their emails and so forth. So all of that has to also happen if you want to set it up so that you have a business behind this. So this is how I have done this. And again, there's going to be something at the end. But I have also now built this into a coaching module, basically, which is called 0 to Live in 5 weeks. So I promise that you will be able to build a ready product in these 5 weeks. The idea is that we have a small group. It's a small group coaching. We have live sessions. You have a clear program that I have built up, syllabus. We have async support, and I'm going to give you those ready-made files that you're going to need. So the recipes. So again, you have the idea. You need to know what you want to build. I can't help you there, but the idea, if you don't have to have it ready, you can have ideas. And when we start off, you have me and the 3 other people, because we're only going to accept 4 in each cohort. This is so that I can really coach each and every one of you. So you can test the ideas with us, and you can absolutely test the ideas with the LLM also. That's what I did. I tested like 10, 15 ideas until I came down with the fridge. We're going to have 2 weekly 90-minute sessions. So we meet over Google Meet, and for 90 minutes or what it takes, and we go through the syllabus that I've built up, and I help you, and we discuss, and we set up the goals for the next meeting. I'm going to set up I have a Discord channel for added support. So Discord is quite a good forum for live chatting. It's WhatsApp, but I think personally it's better for groups, the Discord one, than the WhatsApp, but we could have a WhatsApp also. And then the ready-made MD files. So you're going to get those recipes, and I'm just going to show you what they are. This is on a high level what we're going to go through. So during the first week, we carve out the ideas, we scope your ideas, we select your tools and make sure that you all are logged in and everything is working. And then we actually make the first deployment. So you start off deploying locally to your own computer, so that nothing is live and so forth. So you just on your computer. But I have to say that it's a fantastic moment when you've been writing code, or basically you sit there and scroll your phone while cursor is doing all the writing, and then you press deploy, and then boom, on the screen you see your product. It's absolutely exhilarating. Second week we go to the core features, and we actually start digging a bit deeper and seeing like how does this work, and what needs to happen before B can happen, before C can happen. And then we can actually get something live for the first time. So then you can have it live with a Vercel app link that you can share with your friends and say like, hey, can you look at this? What do you think? The third week, we're going through the database part, the authentications, and the payment infrastructure. So everything is set up. And then in the fourth week, the idea is to polish the product, make final tweaks, maybe imageries and all that stuff, and think about branding, colors. You're going to have a name for it. We make sure that your business setup is correct, and we configure all the email stuff. That it's tedious as hell. You'll learn to copy paste a lot here. And then the fifth week, we go through the marketing side. We leave the product is ready now, and we just build your landing page. We set up your socials, and then we launch. And then it's up to you to see if it actually flies. The pricing for this training module is 990 euros, and it includes the Finnish VAT, which is 25.5%. So and this is basically, it is a business to consumer pricing, but you can absolutely buy it as a company, and then the VAT falls. You don't have to worry about the VAT then, or you can write off the VAT if you are placed in Finland. And as I said, we have only 4 participants per cohort. Now, as an early bird discounted price, for 72 hours from now, from when you are watching this, from now, which we are talking 27th of May, I'm giving you a 300 euro discount, so 690. And you should jump on it, because we have time to start this off and even get this running before you run off to the holidays, because 5 weeks from now, we're still in June. I'm not going on any holiday in July anyway. So, okay, so what you will get for that price: 15 hours of guided training and coaching. So me personally, not a recorded one session or anything. So I will be sitting right here in Helsinki and helping you guys out. You will have the async support, whether it's Discord or WhatsApp, we'll figure it out. You will get a manual, a really hefty manual, and you will get these ready-made MD files. Now, these are the ones that I've been talking about. So this, when you load them up to your LLM, you don't have to tell them, like, now we have to put Stripe and now we have to do this. It's all there. You just say, have a look at your file. You have a Stripe setup guide. We have to work on that now. And then your LLM will know how to do this. So I have a build guide, which is a general one. So on a general level, what needs to be taken into consideration? There is a Stripe setup guide, so how do you get the payments? There is a GDPR purge guide. So this is very important. So when the customers deletes their account, you have to have a certain amount of workflows happening so that you delete everything about that customer from everywhere in your system. This is super important. And then a domain guide. So it has to do with what we talked about, like your domain and your emails and all of that stuff. So basically, I've done this so you don't have to. Yeah. So this is the outcome. So you're going to have a real business in just 5 weeks. Might sound a bit scary, but at least you have the product. Now, then I can't help you with the marketing part. I can only say that that's actually the hard part. The building, not so much. But if you have a dream, like you have a beach like that, beautiful beach that you want to get to, or whatever that dream is, so just replace that picture with whatever the dream and think like, what will you build to make you help you to help you get there on that beach. So that's what this guide, this coaching program is meant to do. And if you sign up today, you get the discount, early bird discount. Remember, I only take 4 per cohort. So, and we can start as early as next week. And my gift to you now, this is the surprise you've all been eagerly waiting for. My gift to you is that because I don't know who you are, I do not know who has signed up, or I do not know who will see this later on. But if you want a quick guide where you can absolutely do this yourself also, it will take longer time. You won't have the MD files or the manual, but you can get a guide from me completely for free. All you have to do is go to that website and fill in your details. It's like name and email, that's all. And you will see my CRM, the bell, in full action, because it's all automatic. I'm so happy I just got it working today. So once you email there, you will get the guide. And yeah, but so it's Change Sales. That's my business name, company name, .fi/guide. And if you want to sign up immediately, then it's just /build. So that was a bit faster. I think I speak English faster than I speak Finnish. So I think that, yeah, that was my last slide. So now it comes the awkward silence. Any questions out there? I can't type anything because for some reason, I can show if people are saying something here, but yeah. Is there any questions out there? What I can say is that it is super fun, this building stuff. It really takes you, like, you just want to do it all the time. I've spent many Saturdays and Sundays and many a workday after hours just starting to code and working. And I'm actually at the moment, because I'm working with 4 apps, and they constantly need some tweaking. I actually have my browser has the Vercel windows are always open, so I always go in and see if there's any problems or anything there, because that's like the big thing is that once you launch, then when other people start testing it, that's when you see that there might be some issues. So that's why it's like I could really appreciate if you would go and test out the apps that are completely free. And let's see if I can go quickly back. I can't go quickly back. I can go slowly back to them. So we had this. Stop there. The bell. If you sign up for it now, you will get free forever access. That's it. That's like, if you sign up as a tester, I promise you won't pay a cent for it. Perelo, this is the one already contributing to my pension fund. The fund is very small at the moment, so if you feel like it, try it at least. As long as you're 2 people, it's completely free. So one of you signs up and then invites the other partner, and yeah, so it's like 1 fee for family. I forgot to tell you about that earlier. This also, testers needed, free forever. If you sign up and be my tester, and if you're traveling, then please sign up and help me here, because this is the one that's difficult for me to make sure that everything works. And Fridge AI, again, this is the one also contributing. If you don't want to think about what the hell am I going to eat tonight, what am I going to cook tonight, then you just sign up and try it. I mean, 10 days, and if you don't like it, forget it. But it learns from you. So the more you use it, the better it is. Why do we need Next.js when we're building a cursor? I have no idea. You're asking now a very technical question. I went to Claude and say, this is what I'm going to build. And then say, okay, we need to install Next.js and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay. It has something to do with it. That's what actually is rendering the nice, pretty app. All of my apps, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. So maybe Min and others that had to go listen in on the recording later. These are all what you call a PWA apps. So they are all websites on like on a website. So you go with your browser. You go with your mobile phone to that, and then it will ask you to install it. At least on Android, it does that install as an app. And it's actually, you don't have to worry about app stores, Google Play stores. They are not easy, really. Plus, they will take away part of your profits also, because they take the money. And the third thing is that actually it's always updated on people's phones if you have a PWA, as it's called. So that's also in my domain guide, my build guide, that we are building PWAs. So that stands for something. Anyway, no apps to download. Just go to the website using your phone, and that's it. Yeah, it is fun to build. So try it. I mean, even with a free, you can get somewhere. You can just like download these programs and just go ahead. Well, if there are no more questions, sorry, Priyanka, I couldn't answer the why we need Next.js. I don't. Well, that's what Claude said to Cursor. So I basically tell Claude, and Claude says to me, good, now copy paste this into Cursor. And I know that some people use only Cursor and go there. But I got a bit discouraged because in about a year ago when I started, I used up all my tokens so fast. So now I want to have something first to so that I know what I'm asking, not just like, hey, I want to build an app. So that's why I had Claude first. So Claude tells Cursor what I want to build. Yeah. Okay. I hope this was at least somewhat clear, and I hope you go and sign up for that. I'm just gonna go super fast again. This one. There. So /guide, and you will get the guide automatically. And if you want to sign up immediately for the cohort, that's done here on build. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and hope to connect with you on LinkedIn if we aren't already. Bye.